Welcome back, everyone. So if you were able to keep up with the workout routine at home, good for you. But for the rest of us, it's an in-person fitness experience that really does tend to get us off the couch. Well, for more on that and the future of fitness, let's bring in Yahoo Finance's own Ali Cannell. Good to see you, Ali.
Hi, Rochelle, and I'm very excited to be joined by OrangeTheory CEO David Long. David, thanks so much for joining us today. There's so much to talk about, but I want to start first with the announcement of Steve Aoki as Chief Music Officer. That is not a company title you hear every day. Steve Aoki is such a recognizable name in the space. What specific duties will he have in this new role, and why was it important to you to create a whole new position for this?
Yeah, fantastic. Thanks for having me on. And, so excited to talk about Steve Aoki today. Our music is a really important part of our workout, especially as we're pushing our members to these bases, pushes, and all outs where they have real intensity to go for 30 seconds to 2 minutes. And virtually all of our members continue to tell us how important music is to motivate them to get the best workout they can. So we really searched for the right collaboration partner to really take music to the next level within our studios. So it's going to be happening. First drop will be next Saturday, March 26th, as Steve has curated a custom playlist that's specifically matched to our exact workout and our intervals. And you can even think almost timing BPMs to the heart rate of our members during that hour. So that's going to be dropping once a month throughout the year. And then Steve's going to be working with us through a medical advisory board that we're going to create, a music advisory board, actually, to really take music to the next level for our members each and every workout that they take with us.
Hey, Dave, it's a pleasure to have you back on. Brad here. Just wondering, with regard to a partnership like this, are there others that you would be looking to weave in, similar to Steve Aoki, of course, the CMO or Chief Music Officer at first now, but any other artists that you're thinking about adding to the roster in the future?
Right now we feel like Steve was the perfect fit to lead this. He's got a passion for health and wellness with his grueling travel and show schedule. And so we thought it was super authentic. He loves the OrangeTheory workout. We were able to do a bunch of on-site work with him at our studios. And obviously he pulls in such a broad number of genres of music into his playlist that we thought we were able to get so much, harnessing Steve's creativity and the access that he has to so much.
And David, we've seen this pairing between fitness brands and celebrities before, Peloton with Beyonce, Justin Bieber and Rumble. Why do you think these celebrity partnerships are effective in not only elevating the brand, but also differentiating yourself amid the stiff competition?
Yeah, I certainly think part of it's around differentiation and something, unique with how OrangeTheory tracks heart rate and drives members to hit certain intervals to get the best results each time they take a workout. We really felt like it resonated with the work that Steve Aoki could do to match that up and drive that specifically, just created a really special partnership. And it's also something that not only are almost 1 million members are excited about and will continue to be excited about. We have almost 25,000 staff members around the world, and they're excited about this collaboration. So it's really about bringing more energy to the studio, which is already a motivating, higher energy place. And we said, what can we do additionally to level it up even further?
And you really do get a sense of community when you're in these classes between the music, the coaching, everyone really encouraging each other. And even though for the most part we have turned the corner with COVID here in the US, the CDC hinting that perhaps another surge could be around the corner. What is your plan to really sustain membership and really perhaps adapt some of your offerings if we do see another surge?
So, we constantly have one eye on that. I mean, I was on a couple months ago with you all, and it was exciting to see that we're hitting the stride of having all of our studios open globally. We crossed 1,500 studios this week, actually celebrated 12 years being in business, serving our members. Always keeping an eye on that. We had, a few months ago, Canada went through a short-term shutdown, and we have an OrangeTheory Live product, which brings the class with the coach actually seeing the members and guiding them and seeing their heart rate to life in their home. So we have different modalities that we could switch on in 24 hours notice. So we keep that piece of the business always running. Should we ever have to shift gears for a short period of time? We don't think there's going to be any long-term shutdowns ahead, but should even a market or an international market need that support, we're geared up and ready to go.
And David, besides COVID, there's also inflation that's hit virtually every sector of the economy. OrangeTheory classes, they're not cheap. What are you hearing from consumers who are trying to save right now? Maybe they're cutting back on some of those classes because of all of these inflationary pressures.
What we're seeing is the pressure is kind of the same where it's always been for our brand, is that we have to just deliver an amazing experience. And when our customer is getting an amazing workout from a coach that they love and they're motivated and they're seeing the results in real time and then post workout, and the way that we are curating the workouts each day to really drive their personal goals, we're seeing that when the members are engaged and they're coming regularly, the price becomes less of a factor. As you can imagine, if they fall off the routine of coming in, obviously the price, all of a sudden becomes really important. So that's really our focus. How do we deliver an amazing experience consistently throughout the world, and making sure that every single workout really is about driving results to the member in that studio. And as was mentioned, that feeling of community is still such an important factor, and it's become even more so as we're kind of coming out of the pandemic, that our members are just loving that 2 to 3 hours a week where they're coming back to their studio communities. And when they travel, as travel is picked up, our members are extremely portable. They're loving visiting different places and finding studios when they travel and plugging into those communities.
Dave, it kind of raises the question on the other side for so many who are part of that experience, for the members. You've got the staff, you've got the instructors. How has that kind of changed the pay scales that even at OrangeTheory, at the leadership level, you think about in ensuring that even as some of the inflationary pressures are hitting consumers, could also be hitting a lot of those consumers who are actually running the experience as well for the classes?
Yeah, it's a good point. Our franchisees are very proactive and really done the right thing throughout the pandemic of really taking care of staff when we were either temporarily closed or running shorter hours, and really working to make sure that there are career paths and tracks for those studio staff, so they can continue to kind of balance their own lifestyle with inflation, as you mentioned. And we're seeing hourly rates and things come up. And along with that, there are some modest membership rate increases that have been happening throughout the year in a lot of the markets. And as I mentioned before, when the experience is delivered really well, we're not seeing that as being a barrier to our members continuing to participate at a really high level. Our member growth this year has been above budget, so we're thrilled with the growth that we're having, just almost finishing up the first quarter now.
All right, we do thank you for your time this afternoon. David Long there, OrangeTheory's fitness CEO, and of course our very own Ali Canal. Thank you guys.